Because here we have the current beach bob, because this was basically just the beach bob box that got expanded upon, because I don't build beach bob boxes. Suddenly found out we needed defenses when it got trashed. It got completely trashed by an allosaur. I think it was only an alpha allosaur. So yeah. And this is kind of what we ended up with. This is all stone, but with the S Plus mod, you can make it look like it's everything under it. So if you have metal, you can make it look like stone. If you have stone, you can make it look like wood, adobe, and thatch, and so on down the line. So everything that is wood is actually a stone foundation. And it does actually stand up to the wear and tear. You see, I still have wooden parts from the original build. This was originally the main workroom with everything in it. This is a cupboard with the generator in it that I keep forgetting there's a cupboard, and open those doors because I'm trying to go back down to the breeding area, because then what I did was made originally this didn't exist, and then you just went up here to the sleeping area. This staircase didn't exist, the part above it didn't exist, and then basically what is above it now is a soul terminal, which basically just generates fertilizer. So we got 4 dung beetles, and somewhere all the way down here, 1 Phiomia, basically pooping out poop, turning it into fertilizer, which then gets transferred via the soul terminal to all of the crop plots. Then originally this sort of didn't, once I'd built the downstairs part, which is the breeding area, this didn't exist, and then I built this on top and made this into the work area when I needed to put an indie forge in. This is the small version of the indie forge from the primal fear. It's the primal one. It cooks metal a hell of a lot faster, and it's a darn sight smaller. Obviously, because this was not built properly, it has flaws. You can see through the gap. I don't know why that one doesn't fit, but that one does. Obviously the floor below I made different, obviously set it differently, and it worked better. Then I put stairs to go down, built this wall, because originally these doors just led out into the open air and it had spikes all the way around it. But when I put in the worktop up there, I added the staircase to get in from here, so when you bring your flying tames in, you land here. Built this wall, had a massive behemoth gate left over from another previous idea, and then I started adding, I don't know why I've started adding a wall that side. Oh, probably to fill in a gap that doesn't fit somewhere or something, I don't know. Make the wall, but having seen the Omega Rex, if an Omega Rex comes down here or an Omega Giga comes down here, it's walking over that wall. That wall is not high enough, not in the slightest. This I was quite impressed with doing this. So you went from a sort of inside to an outside to a semi-inside for the breeding area. So here we have this breeding area sort of thing where we have the S Plus nanny feeding trough. A storage box. One thing I don't like about the S Plus stuff, because it snaps to the floor, it snaps it to the middle almost from the front and leaves a gap. It doesn't put anything on the wall. Great for it not getting damaged through the wall, I guess, but I find it rather, I prefer to have stuff butted right up against the wall. So it kind of annoys me that it sticks out so much. But then we have the soul trap with a newborn, auto traps, so anything that drops and gets born immediately gets picked up by the soul trap. So it's never going to starve to death as being a baby. This originally had doors on, but they were annoying. Same with the down to the kitchen area and garden. Had doors, but they were bloody annoying. They kept opening and then you have to keep opening them. So you can't have it both ways. So pretty much that is the base tour for this base.